G'day guys, ZiggyD here. In this video I want to share my first impressions on the brand new early access sandbox survival game, Conan Exiles. I'll be focusing on whether I think the game is worth buying right now in its current state. It's up to you guys if you want to buy early access games with the hopes that your purchase will help improve the game. I mean, that's kind of what the model is about. But that's not what this video is about. This is about whether you are likely to enjoy your spent money right now, not whether you might in the future. So I've played about 12 hours of Conan Exiles so far, a mixture of solo play, group play, and vanilla and sped up progression blitz servers. The first thing I want to cover is that this is probably the best running and looking survival game I've seen right at its launch. However, Conan Exiles is also launching several years after other competing games on the market, and as a result, it's got some catching up to do in terms of development. That's an important point in this video, because if you're looking for the best value for money, then there are definitely more complete experiences available out there. That aside, let's look at what Conan Exiles does well and poorly right now. First up, the game looks great overall. AI enemy animations are the weakest point and can be quite janky at times, but environments and characters all look fantastic. The world design in particular is also beautiful and very engaging as well. If you're a fan of the Conan universe, you'll be seeing harsh deserts, lush oases, crumbling ruins, and all sorts of awe-inspiring landmarks. The survival elements of this game are pretty basic. Hunger and thirst, and managing food that decays over time are the key elements. There's supposed to be sandstorms that you have to find shelter from, but they currently don't actually have any negative effects on your character. They are super atmospheric though. There's currently no heat or other environmental factors to deal with. That said, the rapid decay of food does keep you constantly needing to manage your resources. Whether that's a good thing or not is personal taste. There are other things that want to kill you in this game though. Well, pretty much most of the wildlife is pretty dangerous, especially if you're by yourself and under-equipped. Crocodiles, rhinos, tribes of cannibals, and even ostrich bird thingies will all kill you dead. The AI is currently pretty bad though, so sometimes they'll just stop attacking you. And the old Elder Scrolls strategy of just standing on a rock and shooting them with arrows is quite effective in this game. I hope to see some serious improvements in this area if the game is to have any legs as a PvE experience. It's worth mentioning here that the combat is currently pretty mediocre as well. You have light attacks, power attacks, blocking with shields, and a stamina system, but mainly it devolves into spamming left click till everything is dead. It's a less engaging combat system than Skyrim's combat system, for comparison's sake. Now, as this is not a voxel-based game like, say, 7 Days to Die, resource gathering is somewhat restricted. You'll harvest occasionally respawning trees, stones, and iron nodes. Different tools get you different resources as well, like a pick will get bark from trees, while an axe will get you branches in addition to wood. You can't do things like mine mountains or dig into the earth at all to get resources. Crafting is done through menus and workbenches using the resources you gather and process. Recipes are laid out in a tech tree and purchased with level up skill points. I'm not personally a fan of this kind of system, as progression feels fairly restrictive and linear. You can specialize a bit within a group, but there is a ton of overlap in the skill tree. I personally prefer progression systems that are based on items, like you make one thing that allows you to make another, with your character's skills actually affecting the quality of the items instead. There is no item quality system in this game, so all iron swords are created equal in effectiveness, and you just purchase the ability to make them in the first place. As such, the progression in Conan Exiles is mostly based on collecting resources and grinding kills for XP to unlock recipes. Some people love this style, but I personally find it too restrictive. Speaking of grinding, this game is very grindy. If you play a regular server, solo, or with only a small group, be prepared for hours upon hours of chopping trees, picking up sticks, and bashing rocks. All survival games have some form of grind like this, but it felt particularly bad in this game solo. It only started to feel reasonable when I jumped on a blitz server that has 2 times XP and gather rates with a group of 4 or 5 people. Thankfully, the game does feature very detailed options for managing rates of progression, XP gathering, and just about anything else you could want if you run your own server. So there is the possibility of tweaking balance for yourself to make a more satisfying experience, and hopefully as time passes, different servers arise that have different tweaks to them to cater to different playstyles. And now we come to my recommendations. Is this game worth buying right now? If you like to play survival games single player, then I'm going to say no. My first several hours were spent solo, and it was a pretty painful and unfun experience. The grind, AI aggro, and the progression systems all created a very unsatisfying time. Coupled with poor AI and much of the game's most promising features being tailored to PvP, this is not currently a solid solo survival game. This game is looking like it's going to be a larger scale clan-based PvP game through and through. PvE, cave raiding, and hunting definitely has some potential, but the game's endgame is basically summoning a large avatar of your god to lay waste to rival clan bases. There's simply no point to doing this in a PvE setting. Everything feels tailored to raiding other players for resources, capturing slaves to defend your base from other players, and waging war on opposing clans. Now 12 hours hasn't been enough to fully explore the potential of the PvP systems yet, but the potential does seem to be there. So, at around $30 on Steam, I would only recommend getting into Conan Exiles right now if you have a larger group or clan who wants to join you on a PvP server. PvE and solo play might improve in the future, but right now it's my opinion that it's not worth buying the game if that's your focus. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. That is it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching. Owner Toxic. He left his door open.
Wow, rude. He's our neighbor.
Yeah, but...
Look, he's even in chat.
He's... In game chat? Like...
Yeah. Look, we're a crocodile.
And therefore he's out...
Hold on. Let's get this crocodile inside his house.
Can we jump out if we do that? Or we get eaten? We can actually do that and jump out. He's got a way to jump out. Alright, kite the crocodile inside.
I will. I'll come back up and kite it.
I'll try and grab its attention. We're gonna leave a crocodile inside his house. Okay.
Okay.
I think so.
Hey,
come on, bro.
It's coming. Ooh, his head's inside. Come on, Randy.
So jump on the workbench and then you can jump on the roof behind you.
Yeah.
Once it comes in.
I think he's too broad.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no,
Surely
he's just destroying the house. Come on.
Surely you can get in.
Come on.
He's our enemy across the creek.
Right, where are we going? To the hand?
He's fighting the crocodile we left in his house. Yes. Do we take him out? Create an enemy?
Nah, he's trying hard. It's solo, man.
We trolled him a little. That's good enough.
He might come to us later and ask to join our clan, so I don't want to make him a full-on enemy.
Yeah, but we should do that through force aims. We should show him what it's like to be.
Good allies.
Show him that he needs the protection of our clan. Maybe that's what the crocodile thing is. The crocodile's a warning. But if he doesn't listen and come over to us, then...
Like a horsehead. Horsehead it is.
Yes, but it's a crocodile and it's living. And it's living.
Toxic said in chat, cheeky neighbours.
I'm in bark, nice.
He knows. Now I'm gonna walk past carrying an entertainer. Enemy, NPC. They were talking. Someone's fighting them.
Oh, who's that?
Gonna take their flesh.
I'm taking the loot out of the chest.
Rude. Ooh, iron.
We outnumbered them. We scared them off. They did all the work and we scared them off and took their stuff. I like that. That's some good shit right there.
That's the way of PvP servers, I suppose.
That it is.
I only hope that I'm not left out at night all alone.
Fuck man, these rhinos are too tough. I'm out of arrows. Surely it's gonna go down. I'm just wailing on it.
Oh, something else is hurting me. Ah, hyena! Behind me!
You okay?
Running me.
Okay, hyena's down. Ryan's got a few aims.
Oh, I'm stuck in it again.
You can't attack when you're out of stamina. Just like looking at the...
How is this thing still alive? Yay! Let me skin it. Jesus. Exotic flesh, thick hide.
Clear
Get
speed
a
meta,
surprisingly little amount of stuff from it.
I need to craft more arrows.
So who got
Man,
the level
that took
or whatever
like
from that?
40 arrows.
Yeah, that was not worth it.